Recognizing agriculture as a key driver of growth, the Prince Dakpo Abiodun-led administration in Ogun State, upon assuming office, pledged to revitalize the state's economy by unlocking its vast potential in agriculture. The administration made it a flashy program aimed at leveraging the state's fertile land, create jobs, and productively engage the youth. The government adopted an innovative approach by keying into several impactful agricultural programs, including the Anchor Borers Program, Ogun Broiler Project, Rice Intervention, Agro-Industrial Processing, Fish Farming, Fadama Scheme, and the Sept Project. These initiatives have been pivotal in transforming the agricultural landscape of the state. The results have been impressive, with youth who are once hesitant about agriculture but now actively participating in farming, fostering innovation and contribution to economic growth.
Agriculture is the backbone of our economy. It not only provides sustenance, but also livelihoods and job opportunities for millions of Nigerians, and particularly millions of families in Ogun State. We all understand the challenges faced by our farmers, from fluctuating market prices to the impact of climate change. However, it is a shared belief that with the right support, with the right initiatives, our farmers can thrive and transform our agricultural landscape.
Our governor, Dakpo Abiodun, has really tried in ensuring that all his cabinet, the members, are distributing fertilizers in this crucial time to farmers. The 2 bags of fertilizer is average of 100,000. It goes a very long way. But what I want to tell all our farmers is that they should ensure that the fertilizers are used the way it should be, and that will help all our products grow well and do well.
Recently, the Ogun State Ministry of Agriculture, in partnership with the Ogun State Economic Transformation Project, Sept, supported by World Bank, flagged off a 200-hectare rice farm in MAGBORO, Obafemi Owode local government area. Obalola Abdurrahman is one of the beneficiaries of the scheme.
We have been farming here, so when the program started, they came to do a kind of enumeration by the Agri-Q team. When they started, we would think it was, as usual, a joke, but we didn't take them serious. But we just believe that we can just give us the name, so just if they can do anything or not. But to our surprise, they came to do the enumeration, they gave us training and everything. And in the course of that, they asked us to do a counterpart funding, which is the tractorization. They asked us for 35%, which we made payment, and for seed, chemicals, we actually made the payment. But when we started with the tractorization, we made the counterpart funding available for them. They did the service very timely. That was the Young Agro, that was the service provider for the tractorization. So when they came on board, it was like a magic. The speed of work was faster and everything was going on smoothly. We did our own part as regards the fund they requested us to pay, and in the course of the operation, the result was coming up. The seedling that they provide was okay. So I haven't made our counterpart fund available to them. All the service providers that they engage came at a very response time, as in to give us their own service, and haven't engaged in the service provided by the Ogun State government and the Sept team. It was massive. That's why we could see the results of what we are seeing here today. We really want to appreciate the government of Ogun State.
Prince Dakpo Abiodun affirmed that his administration would continue to support the federal government's effort to eliminate hunger and poverty in Nigeria.
In line with the vision of our President, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, the Commander-in-Chief of the Nigerian Armed Forces, his renewed hope vision is to enhance the availability of affordable staple foods such as rice, amongst many others, to the generality of our citizens in Nigeria. I stand here today as a testament reaffirming our shared commitment to the ongoing determination to eradicate poverty and hunger in our beloved country, Nigeria. This is the result of Ogun State's deliberate and methodological approach to governance, particularly in our efforts to increase rice production, animal husbandry, and ensure that we grow what we eat and we eat what we grow. Let me appreciate all the members of the Ogun State Economic Development Project, Sept. Sept is a World Bank intervention program that under my watch as governor, we had applied for, and we are one of the successful state beneficiaries. This intervention that we're celebrating today is that of Sept in our agri and food security sector.
The governor also reaffirmed that Ogun State would continue to remain a powerhouse in agriculture and industrial hub within the global economy.
In Ogun State, agriculture is very central to our agenda. It remains a vital tool for employment generation and wealth creation. Today's event is yet another demonstration of this administration's commitment to rebranding Ogun State as the agri powerhouse, an industrial hub, and an emerging player in the global economy. This project is a testament to our unwavering commitment to advancing agriculture in Ogun State. By supporting this initiative, we are not only enhancing rice production, but also promoting modern mechanization services, covering everything from land preparation and mechanized planting of this 3-month rice to harvesting. The Ogun State Economic Transformation Program in the agricultural sector provides critical support, including advanced agricultural techniques, access to quality seeds, modern irrigation systems, and technical training to our farmers. This approach has allowed us to offer mechanization to our farmers at 65% discount. Meaning that these farmers here today have only had to pay 35% for mechanization, from land clearing, land harrowing, land preparation, and so on and so forth. What is also most profound is that members of this cluster have been provided with different top-tier capacity building sessions, which is provided by our Value Chain Development Firm, VCDF.
He said the farm's impressive yield of 7 metric tons per hectare would result in approximately 1,400 metric tons milled rice from 200 hectares, assuming a 70% efficiency yield. This translates to around 20,000 bags of milled rice per cycle.
This cluster is called the Alubarika cluster, and I'm so happy to note that the cluster comprises of youth who had never farmed before. This production is a 3-month cycle. They started planting in May, and today we are already harvesting, and this is August, meaning that the cycle is a 3-month cycle. It translates to the fact that we are able to do this at least 3 other times within a 12-month cycle, 12 months. Now, what has happened here, what they've experienced here, based on all their hard work, is an average yield of 7 metric tons per hectare. 7 metric tons per hectare, because of quality inputs, quality fertilizers, quality pesticides. The harvest is 7 metric tons per hectare. That translates to 1,400 metric tons for these 200 hectares. If you do the numbers, 1,400 metric tons of milled rice with an efficiency or yield of about 70% would translate to about 20,000 bags of milled rice. 20,000 bags of milled rice per cycle should be estimated to about 1 billion naira. So these 200 farmers, women and youth across the country that have come here to farm for just 3 months have a revenue of 1 billion naira.
Governor Abeokuta commended the local communities and their members for their unwavering support towards the project and further assured that the farm would be equipped with necessary amenities.
You have been the backbone of this initiative. Your commitment and enthusiasm are the driving forces behind the success of this project. We will ensure that we provide for sustainability the needed solar pumps so that the boreholes here can function. We will ensure that we provide you with latest state-of-the-art technology for pest control. This project is a success, and we will do everything to ensure that it continues to be a success. To appreciate how much of an impact this road will make to our farmland that is here, I am going to immediately award the contract for the construction of this road.
Kanayo Cynthia Olarotimi acknowledged the immense support of the government.
We have benefited a lot from this government in terms of machines, in terms of chemicals, in terms of seedlings. We want to say a very big thank you for the support, because I'm certain that if we did not get all this support that we have gotten from the government, we will not do this much. I'm certain we have over 200 farmers in this cluster. We want to say a very big thank you to you.
The Commissioner for Agriculture, Honorable Bojo Wotomo, stated that the project aligns with the Abiodun-led administration's agricultural policy.
Today we are here to harvest a 200 hectares of rice farm cultivated by the Abeokuta cluster. This cluster was put together by a value chain development firm under the Sept program. And before this time, a lot of them were not farmers, and the ones that were farmers were only plowing and planting on 1 or 2 plots of land. When this program started, the 200 farmers were put together as a cluster, and they were given capacity building program. They were adequately trained in rice cultivation, and after that they contributed just a little sum of money, which is just 35%, and the government under the leadership of Prince Abeokuta offset the remaining 65%. Also, we gave them massive discounts in terms of their input. Today, we are witnessing the harvesting of the rice plantation, and this in tandem with the objective of the current leadership of Ogun State, which is to improve food production in Ogun State and also improve the livelihood of our farmers.
Also, the project coordinator, Mrs. Mosun Owoodunsi, appreciated the governor for providing the necessary support that the farmers needed.
The Ogun State Economic Transformation Project is a project which was put together by the state government, and it's being supported by the World Bank. And this is a project which is multi-sectoral, and it is geared towards improving the livelihood of the citizens of Ogun State in different sectors. There are 4 sectors to this project: the agric, the education, the business enabling environment, and also some public sector reforms. But we are here today to celebrate with the farmers in the Abeokuta cluster on the harvest, to flag off the harvest of the rice farm, 200 hectares rice farm. In the agric sector, the project supports the small-scale farmers through the value chain development program. And today is a testimony of one of the big clusters. Most of the clusters are in 50s, numbers of 50s. But however, this one we have about 200, and each of them has about 1 hectare. So we're here today to flag off the harvest of the rice. It's called Paro 44, and we've seen some of the milled products, which is very good. We are encouraged, and we thank His Excellency very much for this support. All the farmers here were supported in mechanization with about 65% paid by the Ogun State government through the Oxtep program, and for their inputs about 50% discounts for all the inputs. And they are very grateful. We've been here a couple of days earlier, and we hope that and encourage, we pray that all other youths in the neighborhood will bring themselves forth, and our value chain provider, other than AgriQ, will be able to aggregate them.
In their separate goodwill messages, the Olu of MAGBORO, Oba Mudiu Alalade, and Mr. Kunle Onosanya have this to say.
Àdúgbò wa jẹ́ àdúgbò tí àwọn ilẹ̀ wà fún wa láti ṣe iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ tí Ọlọ́run máa fi jẹ́ kí ebi kókó nínú ọ̀rọ̀ wa ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn. Ilẹ̀ ta ní nílùú MAGBORO ní àdúgbò wa mi báyìí. Ó lè sáàbù gbogbo Nàìjíríà torí ilẹ̀ yìí lọ báyìí títí lọ dé ìrọ̀ ni. À ń bẹ gómìnà wa kẹ́ bá wa develop ẹ̀ kí iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ yìí kó múlẹ̀ dáadáa nílùú MAGBORO.
Opportunity meets preparation. Success is inevitable. I stand here today to appreciate His Excellency, the Governor of Ogun State, for creating the opportunity by partnering with the World Bank in bringing about the Ogun State Economic Transformation Project. I also want to thank the Governor for the opportunity given to the private sector to participate in the economic development of the state. We are grateful for the opportunity given to farmers to be able to access matching grant funds for productive activities in this state in terms of tractorization, input provision, and all the other service providers, 9 of them, under the Ogun State Economic Transformation Project. It's also a marriage of preparation of farmers. The value chain development firm that I represent, AgriQ Business Services, coordinated aggregated farmers in Ikenne zone, which comprises of Ikenne local government, Shagam local government, Remo North local government, and Obafemi Owode. In this cluster that you have, we have 200 farmers that are into rice production, and the rice produced here, Your Excellency, is Paro 44, a long grain rice, and that is early maturing, planted in April, 90 days to 110 days, and has a yield of between 5 to 7 tons to the hectare. We have done the numbers. The returns on investment on this project, this farm, is close to 80% return on investment. So this is a laudable project. Agriculture is no longer just a subsistence, it's a business, and we are very grateful to the governor for bringing this about.
With this done, there is no doubt that the Prince Dapo Abiodun's administration has successfully revitalized Ogun State's economy by prioritizing agriculture as a cornerstone of its development strategy.